Hello Mavens, thanks for showing up today. I am Zoe Maven, and in today's video we will be talking about how to best level up your Zoom online conference or any other video live stream starting now. So, video calls, live streams, huh? Yeah, that's kind of the in thing right now, and with good reason. I mean, ever since the pandemic situation, a lot of people work from home now, having conference calls, virtual meetings, teaching sessions, and live streams. Or if you're in the media like I am, then this is the way that we do interviews with the experts right now. It's a great and convenient way to reach your audience, considering that it is literally the only way that they can communicate or stay in touch. So this video is more of a tips/tutorial kind of video and will apply to any kind of video call. As long as it's streamed online, then this is the video you should be watching right now. You get the drift. Please note that I'm not a technical person, and the tips in this video are my simple and favorite hacks that anyone can use. So here they are. 5 must-know tips to improve and level up the quality of your video calls/live streams. In choosing a proper location, you want to make sure that it is a place where you won't be disturbed or have any kind of interference whatsoever. It should be a place where you're able to control your immediate environment, or if you love the outdoor, your location can actually be outside, like a garden or a park or any other outdoor location of your choice. As long as it lets you focus on your call or stream without disturbance, you're good to go. And keep in mind that you want your audience or the person that you're live conferencing with to focus as well and not be distracted by anything moving around in your background. Your best bet is to set up shop indoors, say your living room, your bedroom, or your office. Maybe a basement if you have that. Just remember, you want to be undisturbed, focused, and not be distracted by anything. And you do want to give your audience the best streaming experience ever, right? Something they can look forward to every single time. So figure out your ideal and unique streaming situation before you set up. Next, you have to get proper lighting for your shot, and natural lighting is still the best if your video call is during the day. If your stream is at night or you're in a location where you don't have access to sunlight, then you can get some budget-friendly lighting set up. Now, this is important. Make sure the light is facing you. I can't stress this enough. A lot of times we see badly lit faces looking dark and very unattractive. Don't be that guy, please. You want your audience to see your face clearly and radiating, right? Don't back the light source, because it'll make you look dark and the entire stream grainy and very amateur. Instead, let the light always face you. It's okay to have some light in your background if you want, more as a stylistic choice, but never compromise your front-facing lighting setup, whether it's natural daylight or artificial light. If your live stream is something that's becoming a regular occurrence, then I highly recommend that you invest in some form of budget-friendly lighting. Anything from a table lamp to an attachable fill light to LED panels, there is something for every budget. The next thing you should do is to bring the camera up to eye level. So depending on what you're using for your live stream or video call, whether it's a laptop, your smartphone, or a DSLR or mirrorless camera, make sure it's always at eye level. Your audience wants to see all of you, not just your chin or part of your head. And if you've not experienced this before, you don't know how annoying that can be to see a frame with someone looking downwards. It's very unbecoming. Don't do that. Raise the laptop so the camera is at eye level. Raise your phone the same way, webcam, camera, whatever. Let it level up with your eye line. Secondly, you want to look straight into the lens of the camera. Now, this is a tricky one, and I understand the urge to want to look at yourself on the screen. I get it. I have been there, and I still am training myself to be disciplined enough to look into the camera lens only. But the reason is that the person watching you from the other end can clearly see that you are looking away and not looking at them. You are only looking at them for as long as you are looking directly into the camera lens. It's okay to occasionally look down at your notes or talking points or so, but as a rule, keep your eyes on the prize and look straight into that lens. This is so important, friend. You should realize that everything that people will see in your live call or stream is something that is in your frame, whether you meant for it to be seen or not. And that's why you want to be deliberate about your background. If you have a nice bookshelf in the background or an office space, it really depends on the purpose of your live stream. But whatever the case, make it interesting and attractive to watch. No one wants to see a clutter or disarray, so just clear it all up. And if you can't, just change your location altogether and reframe your shot. And please try not to sit in front of a wall unless that's really all that you have. I think you can do better than that, than a plain, boring wall. But if it's all you have, then spice it up, liven it up, make it interesting. Get some garland lights for the wall, maybe some flowers, a vase. Just ensure that your background is interesting to look at. And remember, you might not even be the convener of the live call, but you are a participant. So that goes for you as well, because other people in that conference will get to see your background as well. So on either side of the lens, have an intentional, pleasing to the eye background. I know that for Zoom calls and other live conferencing platforms, there are virtual backgrounds that you can use. So if you're using a smartphone, for instance, for Android or iOS, I know that there are some virtual backgrounds that they have. Yeah, I mean, some of them are pretty cool, so you can explore that option as well. Now, this is where your live stream either shines or withers. Audio, one of the most important components of a live stream. For basic setup, you'll be wanting a headset with a microphone or earphone with the same. For most advanced live streams, the standard is to have a good condenser microphone with separate headphones, just so that you can control and monitor the audio output better. And if you can invest in a good, maybe budget-friendly lavalier microphone, or even that the condenser mic that I mentioned, I highly recommend you go for it. Audio from the built-in laptop mic and speakers are not that good, but if that's what you have for now, work with that and then invest as soon as you can in something better later on. But if you aren't there yet and you only need to communicate without emphasizing the aesthetics, then a good earphone with a microphone will do just fine. You just then plug it into your laptop or smartphone and you're good to go. This is so important. You can't have any meaningful stream having audio come out of the speakers, because it's going to interrupt your stream and bring about all manner of distorted sound interference. You don't want that, I promise you. So these are definitely my favorite tips for better video calls and live streams. The most important thing here to observe is to be intentional about everything. If you're going to be spending significant amounts of time in virtual meetings, it pays to invest a little time and energy and money into making sure that you fly. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and if you have some other tips in addition to the ones that I mentioned in this video, tell me about it in the comments section. Okay, that's it. I'm Zoe Maven, and get this, be amazing today and every day. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.